person who was prosecuting, the same person was behind it, handing them money. Today, most of them are talking about how the party, as in MPP, failed them by not giving them appointment, and that even some of the appointees, they had refused picking their calls. So, and after eating alone, when there is an...
They are being beaten.
They are being beaten.
They should suffer alone.
Yeah, they should go and suffer alone. You get the thing.
Right.
I mean, parties have this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it goes even way back to our traditional setup where we have the SAFO groups that nationally became the armies. Okay, so these things, most chiefs have some of these, groups and so on. But it is how you...
These are political land guards.
It is how the extent to which you are able to, take care of them, ensure that, listen, hey, give them a different culture. Give them a different appreciation. Tell them that election is not about, it's an exchange of ideas.
Yeah.
The superiority of your idea or your policies will get somebody to vote for you. I mean, he hasn't died after losing the primaries. Yeah. He's here. I mean, living well, looking better, healthier and more than any He might have some pains, but I think that psychologically he has, psyched himself up.
Pains over political machinations against him.
Yes, obviously not from pepper spray. So, I mean, today is his nightmare. Tomorrow he might see day. Yeah. And it will be beautiful. How many times, hasn't President Akufo-Addo lost an election? Okay. Yeah. President Kufuor. Okay. And even President Mahama went and came back. Do you understand? Mills earlier had also, lost elections back to back.
But I just stayed as first.
Thank you. First shot. He failed. And I mean, maybe subsequently he could emerge stronger. So when the people want you, the people, I mean, the mandate is for you. They'll protect you through, all through, and it will be overwhelming. President Mahama, who lost election miserably, see the numbers he's gotten now. You understand? So, deploying tax, maiming people, killing people for some. Listen, after election, a lot of these guys, they don't pick your calls. Before election, they'll call you. Oh, bro, yes. So and so, can you do this for us? Can you do that? Can you do that? This thing, have you thought of it? Well, when they win elections, they don't pick your calls. And a lot of these guys know, some of them know. They know it. So just take your time, live there. Let the people go and decide what's good for them. If the person doesn't bring development to the area, what do you care? You can move from, my hometown in Akachi and come and misbehave. And then the next morning you are calling, the minister or the guy that you came to misbehave for, and he's not picking your call, and you are angry. Yeah. No, you were paid. He just used you.
Exactly. Let me take a few messages and then we can move on to the issue of Bawku. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says, good morning, my brother. In my humble opinion, whatever that happened at Ablekuma North should be condemned and people arrested and punished to serve as a deterrent to others. My brother, let us not also forget the fact that refusing to give supporters of the NDC who suffered serious beating at Ayawaso West Wagon, what's the cause of all this in Ablekuma North? Because people went there in pain. Even a member of parliament was slapped, but no action was taken. Let's get serious in this country. This one says, dear host, I think the one-time honorable MPP party has now lost its core values when Akufo-Addo led the party for 8 years. I don't think the party is now attractive and everything is in disarray, no leadership. While I'm excited by the stellar performance of His Excellency Mahama's government, I am not enthused about the fight against Galamsey by Mahama's government because he has to declare a state of emergency on water bodies and forest reserves because the degradation of the environment is incalculable and could lead to kidney diseases. We were promised that LI 2462 will be repealed, but we are being deceived by Mahama's government. Good morning. This is Charles Achampon from Seshi in the Western North region. All right, gentlemen.
But I wanted to say something. But let's face the fact that, listen, Ablekuma North, apparently for some years now, the MPP's fortune
is dwindling.
Yeah, it has been dwindling. It's been coming down. People who, I heard that. This is a constituency that Kwame Bartels used to be.
Kwame Bartels, Joe Apia, Ekwefriye,
then
Sheila Bartels.
Kwame Bartels' daughter. Then I don't think Sheila Bartels participated in this election.
No.
Because I think there's a rift between her
QFA.
and then the QFA. And I didn't even see Kwame Bartels also, who is an elder of the constituency, also out there.
His presence would have made a difference.
It could have. I mean, an SMP, an elder of the party, you know, held various positions in the party and so on. I'm sure it could have. However, I mean, there's something practically wrong as far as the MPP in the constituency is concerned. And I'm also told that every year when they're talking about how, you know, if Irabra should rather have gone to her hometown to go and contest an election because more like, you know, she's not an indigene in that constituency.
Not her hometown.
And then the counter this thing was that, but are you also from here?
Yeah.
The fact that you were born here
Yeah.
and bred here doesn't make you whatever it is. But I see, I mean, strategy, messaging, communication.
Yeah.
What were you there for? What are you to implement now? Okay? I mean, there's also a claim that she said now that Baumia didn't win the election, voting for her would make things difficult in terms of policies and so on. Some of those things were also said in the past. You get it? Now, I mean, your message is key. Your message is key. That should define you. But the party, as in the MPP, should also go out there to assess why are their numbers dropping, okay? And then maybe they could come out better. And the NDC maybe could also do whatever made them to win the election. Okay, if it's the violence, then next time it wouldn't happen again because then people will deploy, you know, a stronger force.
It was quite a tight race, and I'm sure both parties will know what to do going forward.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Bawku. Honorable, let me start with you. A number of MPs are demanding the withdrawal of the military from Bawku. They think the military is engaging in the use of excessive force. There was a recent issue, I think it has to do with the destruction of a statue of, I think, a very revered person in the area. The MPs basically are calling on national security to withdraw the military from Bawku. Would this augur well for the peace we're all looking for in Bawku if we should withdraw the military at this point?
Bawku is a very delicate matter. A township that has all kinds of people, not just the indigents. There's a lot of business and trading in Bawku, which has brought. In fact, I'm amazed to hear that a lot of Bawkuans speak Twi.
Bawkuans.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's how you want to Christian.
Yeah,
It's,
Bawkuans.
you know,
How about Bawkunians?
well,
Or Bawkunabis.
Bawkunabis is a bit, you know, so
Copy and complete.
I'm amazed to hear they speak a lot of Twi because of the trading and the multiplicity of the people in terms of ethnicity. But this whole thing, it cannot be Gaza. It shouldn't be Gaza. These are ordinary Ghanaians, and we know the rift and what it is about, and the rule of law must be looked at carefully and explained and well understood by both parties. And if I think a judgment is to be made at the Supreme Court and enforced, I'm hoping that this will be over with. But one key thing comes to mind. Who is providing weaponry? That has to be answered. Because if the inflow of weapons are stopped, then this should have died down. And I don't know how this thing is going to be resolved, because I was thinking that we got Asante Hene involved or two for
Yeah.
to help use dialogue
Yeah.
to remedy this thing. But more and more, it's getting worse. And I don't want to politicize it anymore at all.
Yeah.
I know Ayariga will not be happy. He's now the majority leader. And this is
Yeah.
his baby, in the sense that he came into parliament when the former MP was, as it is, put in jail. So
Adamu Sakande.
yes, and,
Put in jail.
Oh, true or false?
Oh.
Yeah, that was how Ayariga.
Put in jail.
Was he not arrested and
Yes.
prosecuted and jailed?
Okay.
Or was he convicted or not?
Oh,
He was convicted of a
but
crime.
either way.
Went to a legal process.
So you want me to just summarize or just talk about all that? You know,
Was there a criminal trial?
What eventually happened was that he was jailed. True or false? And may his soul rest in peace. But my key point here is that is how Ayariga got into parliament and has been the MP for all this while. He can't even go back home because his own house has been vandalized. And when ordinary NHIS director gets butchered, or as it is, decapitated, then, I mean, it shows how intricate this whole thing. And it begs the question, how is he even functioning as a member of parliament?
Right.
And
How is he able to win an election?
is a huge toll on his leadership now. I mean, let me almost say that I'm sure he doesn't sleep over this, because
Clearly.
as a leader of parliament, and your home base, your seat is under all of this.
Why are you making this whole thing about Ayariga?
Oh, he's the member of parliament, the people's representative.
So,
And I'm only talking about how painful his current experience is as the leader of the house, and your backyard
It's on fire.
is on fire,
okay.
and your house has been burnt. It's serious.
I said the police, soldiers have gone to demolish a standing statue.
Yeah.
That is where that is what I argue.
That's the recent.
Yeah.
You know, the Bawku issue, you cannot take just one piece and leave the other piece.
Okay.
It's a very huge...
And Ayariga is at the top of it.
No, I mean, listen, he is the person I can relate to.
Very well, very well, very well.
Because if I'm a member of parliament and my market is on fire, it troubles you. And at this point in time, this past 6 months, he's not been able to go there and come back.
You know that for a fact.
If he's gone by now,
You know that for a fact.
listen, some of the army guys were shot. I'm talking about army leadership.
The IGP's vehicle was attacked when he went there.
So who is he to go there?
You know that for a fact.
Very well.
So my key point here is that this needs some very serious thinking. And the approach to this thing has to be very carefully managed. If it's not carefully managed, mind you, the ethnic people are not just in Bawku.
Spillover.
Yeah.
There's some in Accra,
Yeah.
there's some in Western North, there's some in Aflao,
Yeah.
there's some even in my own place here, you know, from Plains. So it has to be carefully managed.
Right.
And I worry if you should remove army services, then you're leaving people to be slaughtered. So I think that beyond the army, there should be mediators also on ground
Right.
to keep at it and talking to the people in their local dialect. And that is where we have a challenge.
Right.
Many of the well-trained
hold on for me.
mediators
Hold on for me. I'll come back to
Don't
you. Let me
know
take a quick break here.
Mampusi language or Kusasi language.
I'll come back to you, and then we'll deal with that aspect of the Bawku issue. But this is Breakfast Daily. Stay with us. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the conversations. WhatsApp number or on our socials, YouTube, Facebook, as well as X. Adomako-Kissi, wrap up your thoughts on this Bawku matter and whether or not the military should be withdrawn.
I think that it's always important that you have some boots on the ground. But I also want to add that maybe the approach has to be looked at. There should be more mediators than weaponry. And I'm praying that the mediators know the local language. Because sometimes when you communicate in English, they don't hear you. So that needs to be looked at. I remember in Afghan, they recruited Afghans to be able to do the communication.
Right.
So this is a case where the military or police service need to actually recruit people within the community who can communicate appropriately to help this thing get resolved. I mean, so that they can go along and enjoy their life. And this cannot go on forever. And in my closing summary, it's a very delicate matter and should not be politicized so that we can solve this problem. But the majority leader, I feel his pain. This is a very huge problem in addition to his burden as a majority leader. And I wish him well in whatever ways he has to convince Muntaka and others to make this thing a thing of the past. Yeah.
Very well, thank you. Larry,
Yeah.
how do we deal with this issue of the Bawkuans as
The Bawkuans.
who put it?
First of all, I think that the withdrawal of the military is not the solution.
You think they should be changed? There should be a redeployment?
Oh yeah, there should be. I think that, fatigue sets in.
Yeah.
I've had friends call me asking if I knew a certain officer somewhere because, they want to be transferred from a place like that to another place.
They're getting frustrated.
Yeah, well, beyond the frustration, people get tired. People get used to,
doing the same thing over
Yeah,
and
doing
over.
exactly. And so there's no new ideas. They are rather looking for places to hide as opposed to, chasing every report and then making sure that violence or crime is prevented. Obviously, what is happening, I doubt where we are going with that.
Yeah.
But
it's costing us a lot.
a lot. In last year, for instance, we saw a memo, a national security memo, that 6 million Ghana cedis is pumped there every month.
It's costing us a lot, way too much.
And look at the environment we are talking about. So I read a story yesterday, and then I saw videos where they said, the statue of the, is it Azagran? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then the person was reporting said, on the Bawku something highway. And the highway we are talking about.
So I think that's the Bawku area. We have videos.
No,
of
the
it
Bawku
on the
highway.
screen. We don't have the highway, but
No, that's the
apparently
highway.
the statue that was destroyed.
Yeah, that's the highway. The highway.
So the statue is next to the highway.
No, maybe.
Or what is supposed to be a highway?
Well, the highway. See, we are laughing over it, but that you can't describe that as a highway.
No.
Unless, of course, the highway is in your mind. And so you are saying it for whatever it is. But, most border towns are economically vibrant places.
Yeah.
Go to Elubo.
Yeah.
Go to Elubo, where the Ivorians bring their wares to come and sell. Ghanaians also bring something. And then, there's exchange of goods and services.
Yeah.
But Bawku has become a place where, and in between that, I think that some people are also profiting. There was a time that people started smuggling cocoa beans through that place to Togo to go and sell.
Yeah.
And you had the police people, leading some of those things. You had soldiers who had to step in to arrest some of the police men. I know for a fact that as of last year, there was an officer who is supposed to be an indigene of that area, a senior police officer, and he spent his whole policing career is in Bawku. Okay, now a man like that, I mean, he's used to the situation, so it's business as usual. Oh, 2 years ago they killed 16. So if today they are killing, 2, yeah, it's nothing really, bro. Let's get used to it and move on.
But these are lives lost.
These are lives. We need, there should be a constant reshuffle.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, the 6 million Ghana cedis that goes there every night and then ends up in certain pockets. For which reason, the more the conflict persists, people are happy.
The more people benefit.
Yeah, the more people benefit. But it's obvious that people outside Bawku, as Honorable mentioned, who for years now haven't been to their ancestral homes or, met friends. Or they've had friends who have been killed. And so they don't have any, any emotional or any whatever attachment to the place again to go, and see the place. And to travel on the highway to Bawku, to go and see the place. So much money is going into the thing, and then we are not getting anywhere. Now, there's also another thing that we are not looking out for. Most often what you hear, he talked about language. Most often what you hear is one group, is it the Mampusis accusing the Kusasis of one thing or the Kusasis, and then even said that, the officer who was deployed was a Kusasi.
Yeah.
And then the other one says, he was a Mampusi. You get that thing. Now, is the state arming, some of the feuding factions to attack, the other group? Now, what is the profiling of some of the officers that we take there?
Right.
Okay? Our officers sent there with who has the aim that, this time we are going to finish the other group. Okay?
Yeah.
So, for which reason the conflict will persist? I see no reason whatsoever where state-paid agent, as in the military people, storm the place and then, break down the statue. Unless, of course, the statue has become a point of conflict. Even if it's become, we all need to decide that, based on national security advice, or based on so and so for the peace of the area, we are demolishing this thing.
Or could they have been relocated?
Or we are relocating it. You get that?
Yeah.
But that's the decision that all the parties would have to come
together.
to. And even if you want to erect, let's say, something, how do you call that? Something that is to serve as
A monument?
A monument, exactly. On the Bawku Highway.
You seem to have so much interest in this highway.
If you have to, on the Bawku Highway, we should all come together and agree that, listen, we are putting up this, we are putting up that. So that becomes, anytime we look at that, it becomes a source of inspiration for us to ensure peace, rather than to go killing ourselves. Okay? And I think that the military would want to investigate some of these things. Who did this? Who are the people who did that? Can you move them away from the place there, replace them with other people, demote them if you find them culpable of one thing or the other, or even expel them from the military altogether? Because characters like this obviously are not serving the purpose for exactly our purpose. And so I think that something has to be done. Having said all that, I think that there are a lot of uniforms in the hands of private individuals.
That's also true.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of uniforms in the hands of, private state uniforms in the hands of private individuals who are using it to do one thing or the other. Criminal mostly. There are a lot of weapons also.
Yeah.
I recall when President Kufuor took over in 2001, one of the key things he did was to retrieve a lot of weapons from, people's, in the hands of people. Mainly the CDRs, the PNDC elements, and many others. There is a call that President Mahama should do a similar thing. I've had state security people say that, listen, that hasn't been done. And that should be one of the key mandates of of the Interior Minister, Muntaka. That, listen, recall all those guns out of the people. Go through the books. Where is this? Where is that? Where is that? Let them bring it. So that we know that you are retrieving some of these things from the people. And that you are sure whoever keeps it with beyond a certain time, that person can be dealt with or prosecuted. Right. But if we don't do that, I mean, hey, people will use them for whatever it is. Knowing full well that our borders are porous, and anything can come in, and anything can come out. We are surrounded also by conflicts. International, with international dimensions. Yeah. Okay, you don't want to mention, certain countries around, but we all know that we are following the reports. And so something has to be done in a volatile region. Okay, and then, that is, Very
well. There's a message here from Derek. He's in Cape Coast. He says, good morning to you and your panel. There's not a single sensible justification for the riot during the rerun. And I think both NDC and NPP should stop the hypocrisy, because they all know the people responsible, because most, if not all, of these thugs are from their camps. So the country and the political and judicial classes refuse to prosecute criminals like these, then we as a country, we are just gradually creating terrorists in this country, all in the name of winning power. That's from Derek. Let us hear from you as well. Send your thoughts, your comments, and contributions into the show.
I'm happy to hear the Interior Minister say yesterday that the IGP has submitted
the report on the 2020 and 2024 electoral violence.
I thought that it would be made public.
It should be.
Yeah, it should be made public. Right. We all saw the killing. If there's a report on it,
we should know what
it holds. We shouldn't be hiding it anywhere.
What do they have and what do they intend to do?
Exactly. I think that President Mahama would want to put that report out. Let all of us see it. Because, see, if my brother has been killed in there, I want to know who did what, when, and how.
Yeah, true, I agree. Anyways, Adomako-Kissi, what's happening with your party? You are scheduled for conference this weekend.
Yes, and it's going to come on.
Okay, as we have heard the planning committee chair say.
Yeah,
but the office of the former president has had cause to issue a disclaimer.
No, I think that there were nuances to leading up to yesterday as to whether the conference should come on or not. And there were some, as it is, I wouldn't say petitions, but recommendations to, as it is, maybe reconsidering the date. But I think by and large, the council sat down and decided that, a lot of inroads had been made with regards to the conference and that there was no need to make change to the conference. So Saturday, MPP will hold this conference to conclude on decisions that are very important to the party. So we look forward to it. I really think that it's all part of the, as it is, reforming the party process, where varying ideas are brought to the table and reasons are given for why or why not. So we're looking forward to it. All of us will be there to attend, and both presidents will not be. Both past presidents will not be.
Why?
I'm told they're both out of the country.
President Kufuor is also out.
Yes. So they'll address us by Zoom.
Right.
And usually the address is very short. And I'm hoping that when it's done, one very key thing we want to know by the end of this weekend is whether we would be expanding our registry or not. I think that is at the center of all of this. And we are also mindful of the fact that as a party, when you expand, you incur more cost. So the expansion ought to be well thought through. And if we are in agreement, either maintain the status quo or expand. I have always said that the same constitution gave birth to 2 presidents, to a large extent. And it's the people that may have changed, but the constitution, if we adhere to it, can still literally be our template.
But you don't think times have changed, for which reason there should be some amendments to the constitution?
Some amendments, fine. I mean, social media was not in our language when the constitution was written. So if we're talking about the reprimanding we'll be doing for defamation, things of that sort, I mean, that's easy to amend. But when you are changing polling stations from 5 to 7, that's 2 times the number of polling stations. That's a lot of expenditure. Or if you're adding to the number of coordinators per electoral area, that's So at any rate, I think that people are excited. I'm excited to be done with this conference so that we know as a party, which direction we're going with regards to our reforms, and if there'll be any changes to our polling station executives, and that's what I'm hoping to know. But personally, let me state this, and I have said this, and I'll continue to say this. I worry that the Democrats in the U.S. have made changes to their leadership, and we are here 7 months. We haven't done that. As we speak today, we don't.
The party leadership.
We don't have a substantive chairman as a party.
Yeah.
And I think for a party in crisis without chairman is troubling. And for that reason, I know it's for health reasons, but as it stands, should the president of the country be impeached for health reasons, everything changes. If we'll use a vice president, it's very clear we should do it. But as it stands now, though we've had this massive notice to the party that our chairman is not well, and for that matter has been put aside, it even calls for now a quicker process to make the necessary things to get a substantive chairman, and if we'll maintain all the other executives, so be it. But I think that
this is not the first time. Freddie Blay, after the Bawku was driven out, was elevated to become party chairman. So he served for some time as an interim chairman before becoming,
So my
there's
key
nothing
point
new. This is what is happening now is nothing new.
Currently, who serves as chairman?
Mute, who also I'm told is also not too well. But at any rate, my key point is that, when we had the Bawku incident, we're not in government. And we had not lost a heavy election. I hope you get where I'm coming from. So we're in a situation where we're at a crossroads. And when you're in a crisis situation like that, it begs that question that, listen, what do we do to have a substantive chairman so that the direction is very clear for us as a party? So I'm very excited and hoping that, one, the clear outline in terms of activities leading up to January 31st will be known. And I'm of the school of thought that it will be safer to have a substantive chairman before a flag bearer, in the sense that then your party is safe. But when you do the reverse, then you're leaning more into the autocratic way, because whoever becomes the flag bearer will just bulldoze
automatically becomes the leader of the party.
And make, well, that is not a problem. But the thing is that when you have
without a chairman,
when you have a substantive chairman before a flag bearer, the chairman can put some checks in place for the
Are
flag
you
bearer.
pushing for election of national executives before election of flag bearer?
I mean, that's the
As has been your practice.
that is what I am hoping for. That sits well with me.
Well,
You know, as a party man, that sits well with me. And
would this be a matter on the table at the conference?
well, I mean, when the timelines come as to what we are doing before January 31st.
31st.
Because if you are going to be expanding, then you cannot not touch the registry. And for that matter, once you touch the registry, it's like a cold chain. Everything, a cascading effect.
Chain reaction.
Everything then requires that these
You are the
things.
catalyst.
I mean,
Well, Orlando, Larry, talk to us about the MPP and its delegates conference and all that is happening.
Yeah, you know, I think the MPP is a victim of its own, you know, self-conceited. I can't get the word, but you see, they seem to, as soon as the thing happens, quickly, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Without sitting down to reflect on, you know, actions,
It's
reactions.
more of knee-jerk
Yeah, exactly.
reactions.
So quickly they lost an election. Oh, let's.
Like a quick committee.
Yeah, no, for the Michael Quay committee, that was
The
necessary.
post-mortem is,
Aha,
it's
and then
definitely
quickly say, oh,
important.
let's do a quick flag bearer election. You get the thing. Before any other thing. I mean, what was the process? Allow whatever has been there to be there. If the leadership of the party is, I mean, it's not good enough, put them for an election.
But desperate times, desperate measures.
Oh, well, how desperate is this? I mean, this is not life and death.
You suffered a huge defeat.
This is not life and death.
So, you need
So
to
then quickly you deploy Michael Quay, and then Michael Quay goes, you know,
Round the
the country, submits a report that today you and I don't know the it's somewhere.
but page 67 is done.
It's not. It has various contents.
It's page 67
Yeah.
there. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Everybody knows
Yeah,
67.
President Akufo's failure as a leader was there.
Arrogance of power.
Arrogance of power was there.
Corruption perception.
Corruption perception is there. Family and friends is faces.
Hey, I wonder how take 67 is.
What a page.
What a page. You know?
Is it the glossary section or the preface?
Yeah,
I don't
this
know.
is
I don't
The
know.
infamous 67.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
And then what you call it? The party leadership's failure is also there. Code's failure is there.
One page.
One page.
Page.
In semi-brain.
And that page has triggered a lot.
Yeah. So page Bawku.
And your mother
So, you know, I think that on a more serious note, it's good that they are going to have this. It's more of maybe just meet and interact. Okay, and then you know you can sway pains to some extent. You know, however, I hope it will be peaceful because already you can see blocks emerging and all that. The flag bearers will, you know, aspirants will mount their campaign very effectively. People,
It's been quiet for a while now.
Abroad here will obviously meet Kennedy Japan. You know,
Lord, politics.
yes, and so, but I'm picking up reports that the flag bearer contest could be pushed to sometime June or July next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yes, I'm sure he's also picked that.
Your
But
intel is better than mine. I'm not aware.
you are not aware.
party
maybe
man.
maybe you become aware over time. So I mean, the list of things. Let's expand electoral college. The list of things. Let's expand. Let's expand. Let's expand. I
This
mean,
expansion will cost them.
yes, we've always heard about this expansion.
Yeah.
That if you expand, it will be difficult for you to bribe each and everybody.
Right.
But then the more the expansion,
The more you pay.
the more you pay. And then quickly they tell you that, okay, even if now it used to be 4, but it's been increased to 20. And then they tell you, oh, just look for huge money and camp like 15 of them and sort all of them out. So you are sure that when those 15 come.
You are teaching me things.
I like how he goes about his things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice guy. So, you know, I think that it should we wish them well. For me, I'm just sad that President Akufo-Addo wouldn't be there because
why?
no, it gives him a good opportunity to apologize to the party. To apologize to the party. The way he led the party for the 16 years or so that he was in charge was what came out, you know, at the election. Listen, President Akufo-Addo was like, you know, we would have lived with that thing that, oh, he was the man who we, you know, Ghanaians didn't vote for.
So what you're saying is that the former president should apologize to Ghanaians.
Oh no!
Thank
I
you.
mean
To the party.
to the party. Okay,
you.
now listen, guys. I'm sorry for this embarrassing defeat. I'm sorry for leading the party into this abysmal whatever it is.
But there was a flag bearer. He wasn't
Is
a
that?
flag bearer.
Oh, you think that it was a referendum on his?
We should fall on 67 again.
Well, let's see.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Adomako-Kissi. This has been the news review segment here on Breakfast Daily. I am Nana Tufo Boateng. Stay with us. The show continues after this.